get ready for basketball. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now we'll see how they overcome it.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Fox in at the point. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Collins the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the 5. It's Fox with a drive. Well, Grant, to be here for some horrifying hoops on Halloween. You like that?
I do. That's pretty good, man. What could be scarier than losing on Halloween? Looks like a lot of the fans showed up with their Halloween spirit, so it should be fun for everyone choosing to spend their evening with us.
Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And here's Collins for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Here's George. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Fox with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Sohan, the pass to Vassell. Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Collins with a screen on Vassell. Sexton against Vassell. Sexton, that's good.
Some very clever ball handling from Sexton, getting himself some room to work with.
Wembanyama, a screen on George. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, my goodness!
What a dunk! Whoa! What a dunk by Wembanyama!
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Sexton misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
Collins, no good. And here are the Spurs now. They're on a 13-4 run. Fox. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. Pass to Collins. Launches it. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, not what you'd call a volume shooter from 3, but Collins can hit.
Here's Fox. Vassell outside. From deep, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by George. Utah has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Inside, here's Kessler, and he packs it down right in the face of Victor Wembanyama.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
George against Fox. Pass to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Vassell outside. Here's Sohan. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 4. George feels it out a bit. Here's Collins. And here's Markkanen, covered by Johnson. Markkanen against Johnson. Here's Sexton. And again, it's Utah.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Fox against George. Pass to Sohan. The three. Utah with the rebound. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Utah making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Vassell. Kessler with it. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game. Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Fox with the ball. Guarded now by George. Pass to Barnes. Now Fox. Coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Oh, there's the alley. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Good D by Kessler. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
Now here's Clarkson. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thanks, Brian. Even though it's still early in the season, the Charlotte Hornets are already making big moves. They're very excited to welcome Mark Williams into their lineup. He's a 7-footer who can clean up the glass and get you buckets. He'll certainly help shore up their game down low.
Always something going on, and we appreciate the update, Shams. Thanks.
Does he even have to jump? Do we have a vertical on Vic?
Clarkson, left side, from downtown. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Castle, pass to Fox, and there's the rejection. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Sexton's checked in for Utah. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Ball comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Vassell. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Vassell's got 5 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside Sexton. Here's Markkanen. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, Markkanen's put in the work, and he's got no trouble absorbing some contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Martin, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Here's Sexton. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Sacramento.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Wembanyama, a screen on Clarkson. Outside for Wembanyama from the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Sensabaugh. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clarkson for three. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Yeah, not the most accurate three-point shooter, but Clarkson makes enough to keep you honest.
And here's Paul. Over Sexton. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Sexton runs point with Clarkson at the 2. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Hendricks in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Utah's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. For 3, Sexton. Bassey pulls it in. San Antonio leading. Here's Castle. To the inside. Barnes with a screen on Clarkson. Outside Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance effort. He takes it in, and he takes it up and lays it in. Barnes has got 5.
Good vision by Castle there to find the open man.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Now here's Clarkson. He has 6. To the middle. Lets it fly. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Nice pass. What a heady play by Clarkson.
Paul against Sexton. There's a screen. Vassell passes to Bassey. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 3. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. Now here's Martin. Martin a screen. Clarkson for 3. They get it back.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Paul. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Grant.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Barnes. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Here's Hendricks. No points so far. There's a screen. Here's Clarkson. Rebound by San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside Johnson. Here's Castle. He's covered by Clarkson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Jazz trail by 7. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. Launches a 3. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 4 rebounds now. There's the screen by Johnson. Paul with it. Martin picks him up. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Johnson is an impressive athlete, one who doesn't lack confidence either.
The Jazz have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Sexton. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Sexton's got 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Johnson a screen on Sexton. Ball passes to Johnson. Can't hit from in close. The Jazz have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Martin. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Johnson. Here's Castle. Johnson a screen on Clarkson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And Johnson plays with a lot of power, especially close to the basket.
Jazz trail by 7. Martin with a screen on Vassell. Down low. Martin misses.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
They set the screen. Pass to Bassie. Here's Castle. He's scoreless. Now here's Vassell. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Martin against Paul. On the wing, Clarkson. And here's Sexton. Back to Martin. It's stolen by Johnson. And they're running. On up the court. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Sensabaugh. Clarkson outside. Rebound San Antonio. Bassie's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Paul with it. To the paint. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Savvy play by the veteran Paul. He knows how to use the pick and roll to set up his guys.
Clarkson outside. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards. Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, it's amazing to me, the creativity. Johnson showing out.
Clarkson outside. Martin with a screen on Vassell. Here's Sensabaugh. Nice D from Vassell. San Antonio leading by 11. And there's the screen. And he drives in. Counted.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
Utah's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Clarkson outside. A shot from the mid-range. Vassell with the rebound.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Johnson passes to Paul. Johnson a screen on Sexton. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Martin. He got a piece of it. And he gets it back. Here's Sensabaugh. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Vassell outside. with the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, so often Vassell will rise and fire, but that time he puts it on the floor and makes something happen.
Now here's Clarkson, guarded closely. Pass to Sensabaugh. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. San Antonio leading by 11. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Paul. Johnson a screen on Sexton. Paul finds Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
For 3, Sexton on target from range. Sexton's got 11 points. On the wing, Vassell. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
53.
Thanks. I'm here with Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. Coach, how do you get this team playing so efficiently at the offensive end?
I beg my butt off constantly. It's embarrassing.
At least the begging's paying off, though. Good luck in the second.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
Next up, let's take a look at our latest power rankings.
You take a look at Utah, they are.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Fox in at the 1. Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guys.
Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Johnson. Markkanen misses.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Fox goes in. Downhill. Fox looks unstoppable.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside Sexton. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Fox. This is the most they've led, 13 points.
And he's got bunnies. Sohan, a high flyer.
Down low. Here's Markkanen. Just bullies his way in. Lauri Markkanen.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Now here's Sexton. 11 points in the game. And there's the lob. They swipe it. Vassell outside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he just came flying in. Vassell making sure it goes down.
Pass to Sexton. Markkanen looking it over. George against Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. And another miss by Utah.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Vassell. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 7 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 19. George passes to Collins. Back to George. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. Wembanyama, screen on Kessler. Inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Now here's George. Collins with it. Fox picks him up. George passes to Kessler. Sexton, a screen on Fox. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Hey, Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Utah with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Sinks it from distance.
Well, Markkanen's one of the more efficient, high-volume three-point shooters in the league.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Pass to Collins. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
Just right through him. Kessler not slowing up.
Here's Fox. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen finds George. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. They recover it. Outside Sexton. Over Fox. Here's George. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Wembanyama screen. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Off the mark there with a 3.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Fox against George. To the wing on the left. It's Markkanen on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. George doesn't go for him.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's George. The Spurs making their last shot. Markkanen right side. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, you can't forget that Markkanen is an accomplished dunker.
Here's Fox. Pass to Sohan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
No debate there. He got hammered.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Vassell from 15 feet away. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Yeah, the more he knocks those down, the more confidence this coaching staff's going to have in him.
Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree, Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
Here's Markkanen. Doesn't go that time. Sohan with some nice D.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
And it's Utah with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Clarkson for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Sohan outside. Wembanyama double teamed. Here's Vassell. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Vassell's got 7 now in this quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Looking to win the run. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on De'Aaron Fox. Utah shooting their second and third shots at the line here. Both teams will make substitutions. And he's good on the second. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so the San Antonio Spurs with a Greg Popovich addressing his team.
The way we keep a lead is to keep making stops, gang rebound, and keep the pace on offense.
No surprise that Greg Popovich is pushing his troops, sensing an opportunity to break this one wide open.
Well, he's a guy who will never settle, and for good reason. He knows that any dip in momentum can shift the course of a game.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Collier. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Martin in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Wembanyama, no good. Utah has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Collier. Pass to Hendricks. And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there, and some great markets all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wembanyama's got 25 points in the game.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Paul. Outside Wembanyama. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Hendricks. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Wembanyama against Clarkson. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama double-teamed. The three from Barnes. They get it back. Goes back up. The kick out to Paul. Puts up a three. Castle misses.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
From 15 feet away. Nice jump shot. Hendricks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Collins checked in. Bassi, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mamukelashvili comes in for Johnson. Here's Mamukelashvili. Barnes finds Paul. Here's the pick. Here's Castle. He's covered by Clarkson. Castle misses. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Collins, a good look. Rebound by San Antonio. Bassi's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Castle. Pass to Bassi. Here's Castle. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Bassi. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Clarkson outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
It hasn't been all bad shots for him, but you wouldn't know that looking at his percentage from the field.
Paul passes to Barnes. Back to Paul. Stan, as a coach and now a broadcaster, you've gotten to visit all the great cities the NBA has to offer. Can you give us a favorite?
So, Brian, you're going to try to get me in trouble here. I'm going to give you one city and offend 29 other fan bases. Not a chance. I love all the NBA cities.
Not like you not to take a stance.
Well, this coaching staff loves to see Clarkson pass it. He's developed that portion of his game.
Castle misses.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. The teardrop. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Clarkson. This one for 3. Bassi pulls it in.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Yeah, the dime-dropping skills of Paul. Tremendous at getting it to uncover teammates.
And it's Utah with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Pass to Sensabaugh. And the three-pointer goes.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Clarkson. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Barnes. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
For Utah, they've got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Clarkson outside. Pass to Collins. Over Castle. Collins, no good. And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Fox is checked in for Paul. Now here's Fox. And slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. That one on Kessler.
Tenacious stuff there from Fox. It takes guts to sink a shot while being fouled.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve. Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his fourth year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Collins outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got assist number 8 now on the night. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
George against Vassell. Kessler passes to George. Pass to Collins. Now here's Markkanen. 5 on the clock. And he's off from 17. Fox with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Fox the pass to Mamukelashvili. Fox up top. Collins defending. The kick out to Johnson. No good from outside. The Jazz shooting around 44%. Not bad.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Victor Wembanyama.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
Drops in the 3.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Jumps up, and George with the jam.
Yes, sir, George with the flush.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Fox. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Stolen by Collins. Sexton with it. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Utah.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one wasn't even close.